Hello, hello, my collective. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well. Everyone's had a wonderful, wonderful day or is about to have a great one wherever you are. Okay, so we are back. Let's just begin by lighting up our candles. Let's evoke our angels as always, as is ritual. 1 second. Okay, let's begin with Archangel Michael. Here we go. Archangel Chamuel. Woo! Okay. It was like, it was literally a cracker-like sound. Archangel Raphael. Thank you. And Archangel Gabriel. Yeah, so Archangel Chamuel was like, whew. All right, so we have, yes, of course, as always, we have like a gazillion downloads. I don't know where to begin. Honest to God, I do not know. Hand to God, I don't know where to begin. So we'll just take the ones, or shall we just do... Oh, yeah, like really, I don't know where to begin. All right. Okay, let me just sort of pick and choose. That won't be fair, right? But I really have... Okay, let's just begin with... Okay, yeah, let's begin with the one that was like literally just given back to me just a few moments ago. Yes. Okay, so I was getting this download wherein Divine said, again, this came in early in the morning. It came as clean as a thistle. Clean as a thistle. And I was like, clean. So I took it and it kept on repeating in my head in loop, like clean as a thistle, clean as a thistle. And then it occurred to me, hey, it's not thistle ever, it's clean as a whistle. That's the adage, clean as a whistle. That's how you blow through it and that's how it makes a sound, right? Because it's hollow in the inside, so it's clean, right? Clean as a whistle. That's the adage. But what is clean as a thistle? I didn't even know what thistle is, quite honestly. I did not know what thistle was, right? I was like, I'll have to research this. But it came in predominant, and I know at the back of my head, thistle. It kept going thistle. I was like, okay. There's a lot just associated with thistle, So thistle, is basically, if you even look for it, it's like almost, it's a herb. Okay, let's call it a plant, all right? It's a plant it's a flowery plant, okay? It has this very typical purple colored, very Archangel Michael colored. Here, this colored flowers. I mean it. I was like, looked at it, I was like, oh wow. Now I'm going to tell you, like, there's like 15,000 dots that just, joined for this. Just one download. All right. So it's a flowery plant. It looks almost like a weed. You think it a weed? Like, it's not very beautiful. All right. It may not look really beautiful. So that's also that's also a symbol for something like that life it doesn't look very pretty. It doesn't look like, let's say, a rose or something, like, or even a sunflower for that matter, that beauty, right? So it's a plant, good looking, very purple color, even this colored plant, a flower. But it's surrounded by thorns, just like rose has those thorns, right? A rose bush would have thorns. These are even spikes. These are not, I won't even call them thorns. They're like spikes, very pointy spikes that surround this flower. And it has it not just around the flower, around like the entire bush. All right. So, so what does it do? These thorns, basically, they just, as for rose, right? They act as a protection barrier. Again, the plant is not good looking. It's not, again, it cannot be compared to a beauty of a rose or anything else, or lily or whatever, whichever flowers you like, right? Whichever flowers you find beautiful. But it does the job. It basically protects the plant and the flower from, all the herbivores, right? All the animals that might want to eat it. But this plant is like, this flower especially is a favorite for like those angelic butterflies, like monarch. If you know which one is monarch, I should have this open, right? Hang on for a second. If you know which one is monarch butterfly, the one with that brown and black print, I'm sure you know it. You would have seen it around. That's literally, and all the butterflies, by the way, are an embodiment. Like it's basically a manifestation of angelic energy around us. All right, they are very transformative. They're known, obviously you know the transformation from caterpillar to butterfly, right? You know that. But otherwise, the energy that they carry, the butterfly carry, it's transformative energy. They go through that entire cycle to come out with all those trials and tribulations and become a butterfly. They're like very angelic, very blessed. So they, if you ever have like monarch around you, you know you're being blessed like brilliantly, supremely. In fact, I have that as a download also, Beatitudes. So I'll come to that next. Suggestion, this is a favorite for those kind of butterflies. It's a favorite for bumblebees, for honeybees, you know. So this thistle, this plant which is called thistle, I was like, this almost like when it says clean as a thistle, I was like, divine was trying to tell you like it is a plant that is almost like you, collective. It has those, when those spikes, when the life might not look that pretty, you know what I mean, when you have like, you go through such, like I just said, trials and tribulations, those obstructions, and so many people coming against you, the life may not look a bit pretty, you know. You go through so much every day. It's spiritual, physical, there's a lot that you go through just by yourself and your divine team, right? So it may not look as pretty on the outside, but it's still a flower. It's got those spikes, and those spikes are not just any thorns. Those are like big spikes, which I feel symbolize your divine team. You know, people manifested around you from your divine team, and otherwise generally like your divine spirit team around you. Your angels, your ancestors, your deities around you that protect you from people who might want to eat you, symbolically again. Otherwise also they would love to eat you up, right? You know what I mean? But you know what I'm trying to say? It's almost like that. And when it says again, so coming back, that is the essence of thistle. It is very, very, like I said, it's very dear to butterflies. This flower and this entire plant is very dear to honeybees and bumblebees that are very important. This plant plays a very important role in the ecosystem. And we don't even know about it, if you know what I'm trying to say. Almost like my collective, you do a lot of things, but that go unnoticed. You're raising the collective consciousness, but those are things that go unnoticed by everybody else, right? You know what I mean? So it's almost like that. So Thistle is almost you, my collective, almost you. And again, not just this. It came the thistle. So I went on. I was given so many stories about thistle. Then okay, so thistle is also, I think it's in the emblem of Scotland. Is it Scotland or Ireland? Hang on for a second. I think it's Scotland. Hang on for a second. All right, so it's on their emblem. So I was like, why would a country put thistle, of all the flowers and the options you might have, like put anything, any other beautiful, prettier flower on it, but why thistle? Why thistle? And it was like, then there was a story associated with, again, I think it's Scotland. There's a story associated with them because I think they were being invaded by Nordic people, Norse people rather, like same difference, right? A long time back in 1600s or even before, right? They were being invaded at night, and I think they're coming. It was like a very covert operation in the sense they were like coming at night and were like supposed to like raid the place and take over, at nightfall. So when these soldiers came in, I think one of the soldiers, I think they put somehow, since the covert operation, they must be barefoot or whatever the norm was back in those days. One of the soldiers actually kept his foot on a thistle, and the thorns of the thistle, obviously poked into his feet, and he cried out loud, and that cry alarmed the villagers or the people around, right? Whatever, city people, I don't know where exactly was this happening. So it alarmed the people, and that invasion was foiled just because of a thistle. So you see, thistle is in the Scottish, hang on, tricks. Thistle is in the emblem of Scottish flag. Hang on for a second. Let me open this first so that I can just absolutely go through with it right as I speak. All right, so just bear with me. This came in like a long time back. All right, these have been sitting with me for a little while, and this is just reminded by God. So I mean, he just reminded me that, and this is what we should talk about today. So almost like also with this, there came a story about clean as a thistle. So I kept on asking Divine, then Divine, why did you say clean as a thistle? You could have just said thistle. Why clean as a thistle? I get the story, what thistle is. It, like I said, it symbolizes you, collective, your role in the ecosystem. You are a thistle. Your divine team are those pokey spikes. They are protecting you, and people can't. And you're like, you play a very important role in the bank. God knows what all you have been able to, protect people around you from, just by your presence, by your powers, by your prayers, by your gifts. Who knows? All right, but it goes unnoticed. Hang on, now I have it open. Just bear with me. Did I save that? I must have. Yo, I did. All right, so I'm going to try to keep it here. Already here. There you go. Yeah, so as I was telling you, okay, this was what's right in front of me right now. It opened at it's these thistle flowers are the favorite nectar sources of a pearl bordered, a lot of small bugs, or you may say butterflies, like I said, bees, as I said. Thistles and thistle seed feeders provide important sustenance for goldfinches, and the flowers are strongly favored by many butterflies. Besides, blah blah blah. Besides monarchs, skippers, and various kinds of tiger, swallow, hummingbirds will feed on the flowers. So a lot. They're very important in the ecosystem. They're favored by these almost angelic, like birds, butterflies. You getting my point? They're favored by them. All right. Otherwise, if you look at it, I'm telling you, I won't call it like really pretty, but it ain't ugly either. Just look at this. Look at this. All right. So I know for a fact that there's a lot that is associated with a thistle. Again, I'm coming back to my point where I said clean as a thistle. I asked Divine, why did you say clean as a thistle? You could have just given me a thistle. Why clean as a thistle? Then it came, I was given this. After I asked that question, I was given this, that Mother Mary, the mother of Lord Jesus, you would say, is associated with thistle. I'll come to that story. Again, just bear with me, guys. It was a little while ago. So, yeah, the Thistle of Lorraine also, this like really, really revered when it comes to Scotland and their history. The thistle, you must read about it. It's quite interesting. Okay, where is it? This is one of the symbols of Lorraine. I'm getting a lot of other things. Okay, that is. Okay. What would Virgin Mother Mary, right? That's how she's addressed as. Virgin. Also, so there's a particular breed of thistle that is associated with Mother Mary. Like I said, Virgin Mother Mary. It's called Virgin Mother Mary thistle. All right, it refers to a milk thistle which has like white colored, drops. All right, this herb has been used for centuries, and it has got a lot of very magical, almost magical. It's been 1 second. Hang on, guys. I'm just losing the. Yeah, where the hell I had it? Source of luxury. Choke. Economic, using, uses. Yeah, I got it now. Hang on. So it is used in in the medieval times. All right. There's a lot of medieval writers that wrote about this and how thistle and its this medicinal properties could literally cure things like it could return hair to a bald head. Imagine those magical things, right? कहते ना ना गंजे के सर पे नहीं आ सकते बाल वगैरह कुछ है वो सब. So almost like it could do things that was almost magical, all right? And it was believed to be a remedy for plague, cancer, jaundice. Imagine plague. I was like, damn, plague. It was plague. It could cure plague. So you could just think about it, how important this is in the ecosystem. Oh, it's got like moths over it. There's a very beautiful, cute picture of it. I wish I could just show you the spikes. I want you to see the spikes and how it doesn't look very pretty when it's like just sitting. Hang on for a second. Just take a look. See, it don't look very pretty, right? I mean, it's not ugly, but I'm just saying it won't look very pretty in a bouquet, right? Right? Those spikes are like quite like it's a pokey spikes, and there is no way you can get around it. It's almost like my divine team. It reminded me instantly. God told me like this is like your divine team. There's no way you can just even get around it, and if you just even try, you're gonna bleed, bro. Almost that. And see how it looks. It don't look good from the outside. It just looks like it's quite. It looks almost like a weed. You know what I mean? Very wild. But it's playing a very, very important role. So again, quite clean as a thistle, because see, Mother Mary's character, as I say, like she was a virgin. I'm just putting that in perspective here. Virgin Mother Mary, like a mother of Jesus. That purity that is associated with Mother Mary, that is the purity that is associated with you, my collector. All right, this is a lot. I'm sure there's a lot. You would see this is very consistent with all chosen ones. Very consistent with all chosen ones. That you will see a lot of people when it comes to women, especially women chosen ones. Our character is assassinated. It's very easy to take I think it's much easier. I would say not very easy. I would say it's much easier to take somebody down if you just assassinate their character. Just call them the W word, call them the S word, just throw around their name loosely so that people don't trust you. Yeah, they see you as a loose cannon, if you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to say those words, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? So a lot of people do that. But what Divine was saying here is that it's clean as a thistle. Like somebody, my chosen ones, Divine's chosen ones are like clean as a thistle. They're almost sage-like, very saint-like. I wouldn't call them saint. That's why I did not use the word saint first, but almost as pure as a sage, right? They are in this world. They're almost like warriors, like almost, you have heard of Parshuram, right? Lord Parshuram, he's one of the Chiranjeevis, right? He's an avatar of Lord Ram only, but he's the one with an axe. He's called generally, very lovingly called the Ram with an axe, all right? Not with the bow and arrow, the one with an axe. So Parshuram, he's a sage, but he's a warrior, right? He's a sage, right? He's a sadhu, a sant, right? But he's also a warrior. He took down Kshatriya forces, the warrior forces, 21 times all by himself. 21 times. Read his story, you'll be inspired that he took them down, like literally ended their story 21 times. That's lots. It's almost on those lines that you are a warrior, but there's a sage-like purity associated with you. This is what was given to me. Like, I literally was like, Lord Parshuram could literally be your embodiment of your energy, or you could be embodiment of his energy. Like, sage. You're supposed to be like, be away from all of this, but at the same time, a warrior. You can stand up for what's right. You can stand for truth. You can stand for self. You can stand for the collective. You're standing for everybody. You're a sage at the same time. You get that duality, you get that complexity in that duality is beautiful. I think that's beautiful. All right. So I think so it is clean as a thistle. So it's just divine is saying that how he sees you, how divine sees you is you're clean as a thistle, as you're pure, as innocent. When I say innocent, I don't mean naive. I mean innocence. There's a sense of innocence in you. And that is throughout. That's the common element between amongst all of us, my collective, my chosen ones. All of us. There's an element of purity in us that is inexplicable purity. It borderlines at naivete at times, but it's innocence. There's a way how we look at things. It's very different from how others look at things. Yeah. So congratulations, I would say. Lord is calling you as clean as a thistle. So it's not almost, comparing you to Mother Mary's character, comparing you to how Mother Mary was, how she's been looked upon, right? Okay, so I would not I would not be unhappy with that. All right, what is then? There's so much, but I'm just gonna keep picking up what I like. Okay, I don't want to talk about there's a karmic energy. There's always a karmic energy, but okay, let me just pick this one up. I don't want to talk about karmics, but if they are in the energy, then it is what it is, right? Okay, so I was given this term rage baiting. I didn't even realize that there was like an actual term, but then the moment it was given to me, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Total sense. Rage baiting. And I didn't even have to as you would understand, as the term suggests itself, like it's explaining itself, right? Rage baiting, when you see a lot of karmics around you, my collective. This could be a current energy, because this was a recent one that was given to me. Rage baiting, where they try to it's almost like it's a form of gaslighting, but here they're trying to literally just trying to prompt you into reacting in a way, so that they could just, again, I've said this is literally, it boils down to all these fancy terms. They boil down to the same thing. They want your reactions. They want you in that reactive state. So, I mean, you decide. If you want to react, you react. If you don't want to react, you don't react. You decide wherever you are in your journey. If you feel that, as a random person, and you've had enough, that I think you should speak up. Absolutely, you should speak up. I won't ask you to just sit and take it. I think that time has come and gone. I think what the karmics are now realizing is, after these many ascensions that we've just had, literally, we've just had a very, very, very tough one. We've just gone through this. And they were very different kind of tests that were given to us, right? So I think it is now, we're at a level where there is absolutely no way, no matter what they do, what they throw at us, there's no way they can approach us. It's quite evident that you're on another level now. It's quite evident. It's evident, and I'm not just talking about spiritually evident. I mean, it's literally manifesting in 3D, that you're on another level now, and there is no way they can get to it. They can't approach it. They can't touch it. They can't get. So if they can't approach and touch it, my collective, that means they can't get your reaction to it. All right, so, but karmics as they are, they'll keep throwing stuff at you. They'll keep throwing stuff. So just, I mean, it's very petty. And there are times, a hand to God, there are times I pity the karmics, and this was given to me by the divine, that there are times you pity the karmics. I was like, yeah, I do that. Yeah, you pity them. It's almost like, I mean, I could also just get back, but then we don't do that, collective, isn't it? That's how we are chosen ones. We don't just answer them back exactly the same way. They wouldn't be able to take it. We pity them in that. Would they be able to take our rage bait? If we were to rage bait them, would they be able to take it? They won't be able to withstand it for literal 5 seconds, but just, that's how it would pity them. Oh my God, do I have to should I just take them down? Because if we take them down, we'll just take them down, right? So it is up to you. They are rage baiting. So it is either you see them from perspective. That's how I do it. There are times I feel that, I need to shut that shop down. I shut it down. There are times I see that, it's relative, it's subjective, right? There are times I see that, do I want to push my energy in that direction? What's the time like? What am I doing right now? What am I at? The days are like, I know, I don't want to take this. On other days are like, how does it matter? You need to be important enough for me to be reacting to that. So so just take it as it resonates if you want to engage with them. But yes, engaging with them would, yes, is like giving them your energy. That is what they are thirsty for. They're thirsting for it. They're like almost perishing because you're not giving your energy to this. So, but at the same time, just take it as you feel on that day, and just, it should be subject to it. There's no one answer that, oh, don't reply to them, or it cannot be, oh, you must always reply to them. Take it as it resonates with you in that situation. I trust you wherever you are. Take it as it resonates. All right. So it's almost like so I was giving you my tip. There are times that you have to, like I said, shut the shop down. We're like, dude, no. All right. On other days, we're like, I see like there was something that was happening today. I was like, just today. Right. And I was like, do I want to? They're like, is this person important enough for me to react? I was like, nah. So like, okay, then that's it. That's the answer for him. I'm like, that's it. So it depends where, again, like I said, it depends. If you think you would like to dignify that rage bait with an answer, do it. Otherwise, don't. Just, you know best. But it is happening. That's a download, rage baiting. There was like, just go, my God, they're like, so, some loose character would just give you a pravachan about character. Somebody who has like literal no moral compass would give you a pravachan about, whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't want to get into that energy because that's how it's very, very low vibrational, but you need to just do what you feel is necessary in the time. All right. At that moment. Okay, what else? Okay, there's something. Okay, I was given this law of compensation. Now, this law of compensation. This is in spiritual terms, not in the actual legal terms. Of course, there's a legal actual law which is based on law of compensation, right? But I'm going spiritually. This is a law of. So if you think that there was like a bunch or people who were like able to like take your time, let's say they would waste your time, delay you into something, or trying to or drain your energy with gold right now, right? You're magnetic, you have the Midas touch right now. So if they were able to, confirmation. So if they were able to, let's say, drain your energy, that's money, right? If they were able to delay you, that's your time is money. If they were able to do that for whatever reason, they distracted you, or they pushed you, and you had to take care of something and not whatever. You're getting the drift. I'm trying to just not manifest that for you, collective. All right. So just you're getting the drift, right? If they were able to do that, even for like a slight second, just know the law, the universal, the spiritual law of compensation would come into play. It's already in play. It's slightly different than law of karma, but almost works like our law of, cause and effect, like karma, right? Cause and effect. You do something, you pay the price for it. You do something good comes back to you. You do something bad comes back to you. Same way, if you take something from someone, you would be returned. So what this law of compensation is saying, that if somebody were able to take something from you, let's say whichever it was, let's say put that in money wise, value it in terms of money. All right, that would be compensated back to you. And I promise you it'll come back to you 1,000-fold. All right, so this was, I don't know why there was like it was quite stressed by a divine law of compensation. The divine made me go through all of this. So I'm just giving you mota terms, upper says, just so you know, it will be compensated back. Whatever you was taken or was, wasted. Let's say your time was, like I just said, your time was wasted, your energy was wasted, you were drained, or your focus was shifted to something else, it would be given back to you 1,000-fold. All right. What else? And here I have such a big download for the star that I don't know where to begin. There's this star that was given to me, like literally this Christmas, call it the Christmas star, okay? The star. So that's how how it started was I was given, so I traveled through the metro, I've told you ample times, right? So I saw there was like, we passed obviously the same route, it's the same line, the same metro, right? We go through a certain route, and there's a school that we pass. I don't know the name of the school now. All right, that we pass, and there are big, like ginormous stars, and they are not Christmassy stars. They're like just always there. I've seen them for as long as I've been traveling in that train. They're outside this building, and they're quite old now, but they're like, so I remember Divine pointing out to that star to me, and there are two stars, not one, but it pointed out. So there are multiple buildings of that school complex, and it was like the one building has a star and the other one has a star. And it was like, Ivan, show it to me. And I was like, in my mind I was doing, oh, is it that 2? Is it that 5 pointy star? Is that 6 pointy star? Is the 8 one? I was just doing that in my head. Which one is it? 2 inverted triangles? What is it? How many points are in the star? So I was given that. So I was like, okay, star has been given. Star is a download. Okay, I'll see what. Star energy. Again, I was given to me star energy, star energy, star energy. All right, and you will feel this energy collective. Come in the comments and tell me if not. There is no way, I am guaranteeing you this collective, you're in that star energy. It's like literally people might be mistaking you for, and this has been happening for a long time. It's not just now, but now it's like literally coming to fruition, because this is the time we are reaping now. Actually, we're not about to reap anything, we are reaping, right? So we're in that celebrity star-like energy, as we have been for a very long time. But now, like I said, it's at pinnacle, right? So pinnacle yet. But having said that, so it's like, okay, stars. And then I was given that, why do you think, Divine gave me this question, why do you think there's a star at the top of a Christmas tree? Why do you think we put a star at the top of a Christmas tree? It's like, yeah, I don't know that. I love Christmas. If you know me, even, remotely, even from like 15 kilometers away, I love Christmas. So I was like, I don't know the answer to this. Why do you think we put a star on top of the Christmas tree when we decorate in our homes? Why so? And I like, okay, this is the question. So I'm sure the answer will be given to me. Then I researched on that. I was like, okay, this is the star that was shown to the Magi. Right? The Magi were those... there was like people who were given who went and, kind of like when Jesus was born, they were the ones who were shown by the divine that that's my son, that's Jesus, that's my son of God. So how did people come to know about that a child was born? How do you think the world came to know about it? The Magi were the ones who were told. So how were they told that that's Jesus? How did God tell them? How does God tell me all this? You see what I mean? That's how the Magi was told, that they were shown the star was the star of Bethlehem, which is what symbolically we put on top of a Christmas tree. That is a star was shown by the divine, and divine took them, navigated the Magi to the baby. And that was like, that's how, like, this is my child. This is the Son of God. That's how Jesus was, like people came to know about Jesus. You're getting my point? So that's the star. That's the star of Bethlehem. So I was like, oh, okay. So like, and then I thought, okay, this is the end of it. Then there's like, I was taken to. So there's a star card in tarot, all right? There's a star card in tarot. It's very different. But now then it's on my phone. I would have showed you. Divine took me to a picture of a star that had stored sometime back in 2016. 2016, bro. It's 2025. Literally 9 years back. Like, I was like, damn, like, what? And it took me there. I didn't have to go through stuff. And I'm like, what are you saying? So there's a star energy. Then there was so much more that was given. Okay, I'll keep on coming back to that. There was more about that star that kept coming. Oh my gosh, so much about the star. I'll keep coming back to you, but for now, let me spoil. This is, and then I was given the soul star chakra, and Okay, soul star chakra. I didn't know this existed. And I do my chakra cleansing. I balance my chakras almost every day. All right. Meditatively, I balance them every day. And this is part of my daily ritual. I didn't know about this. I was like, damn, how much do I not know this? I don't know anything. All right. So I knew until the crown chakra. I knew the crown chakra is right here, about 10 to 12 inches over your head. All right. It's right here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Somewhere over here. You can't. It's just figure it. Just know that it's around here. That's your crown chakra. That's how you receive the downloads. For someone like me who have this gift, that this is how we receive the downloads. We receive them through our crown chakra. That's how we get it, right? That's our connection with the divine. But no, there's a soul star chakra right on top of the crown chakra. I did not know that. Now the soul, I'll tell you what exactly does it do. Like, hang on for a second. Anyway, I'm so pressed for space. This room. Okay, 1001 on the clock. 1 second. Let me take this. Soul star. Okay, so it is an energy center located above the head, 6 to 12 inches over the crown chakra. All right, it's not the crown chakra, it's over the crown chakra. That connects you to divine consciousness, your higher self, and your soul's purpose. It acts as a gateway for universal energy and wisdom, often visualized as a white or golden light. So you see this, if you ever meditate, if you ever do, you will we see these lights, right? So it depends what kind of angels. So I see the angels, I see different colors of lights around me and everything. So it depends which chakra are they healing, which chakra am I being, what chakra of mine are they working on, right? But if you see the white light chakra, if you see the white light, and if you see that, if you ever meditate, you'll see the lights going. The light would go something like this. All right. Especially if it is a third eye, you literally see it here, and you can feel that it's just going in this direction or going in that. You'll feel it moving in that direction. All right. The soul star chakra is the one. So its crown is like to get your downloads. It is also connected with your consciousness. But soul star connects you with your purpose. It connects you with who you really are. What did you come here to do? Why are you even here? Okay, you're doing this. This is part, let's say, for instance, it's me. I'm doing this. This is part of the divine duty being given to me. Okay, it's not just my duty. It's my birthright. It's been given to me that, Param, you will do this. You are supposed to do this at this time. At this point in time, I'm supposed to do this. It's connecting me to my purpose, and there's a higher purpose that is associated with it. It's not the crown connects me to what my downloads are. The soul star would connect me from what my purpose in this life is, in this earthly life is. It connects me back to where I came from. If I'm a star seed, that I have come from another planet. All right, the star seeds those are stars. Let's say if you consider yourself a star seed, then we originated, and our ancestors came from another planets, different star systems, different solar systems. All right, so it connects you back to that, let's say, home energy. All right, so the soul star chakra was also given to me, and this was, I think, one of the first things that was given to me. This white light soul star chakra, I think, collective, you should work on. All right, like I said, I didn't even know about this. For me, the crown was the one that is, obviously there are like 100 something chakras. I'm not saying I don't know there's only 7. I'm not saying that. But I did not knew that this is soul star chakra is what connected me to my purpose, and it is essential for my spiritual journey. So it is a message for you. The message here for you, collective, is that you must work on your soul star chakra. Please meditate. Please read about it. Please try to get as much information as you can. It will help you on your spiritual journey. Okay, it will connect you with your purpose. What you're doing right now and what you're supposed to do in the coming days will be revealed to you via this. All right, all the answers are in your meditations. All the answers, and whichever way you meditate. Okay, like listening to music is also meditating. Sitting at one place and closing eyes, that's the best form of meditation. That's the truest form of meditation. But if you cannot spare that much time every day, you must do it while you're working. You're focused on your work, but you're still in that Zen mode. That's meditation. That equals meditation. Right. All right. So this again, and how much? 39 minutes. Oh, not bad. Okay. Then I was given, and then Christ is all over. I know it's Christmas, so you'd think, oh, this star download came to me good about what, 15-20 days ago, and wasn't Christmas. I understand if it was given to me like literally now, Christmas stars are all around us, but no, this came in much earlier. All right, then what else? And something, so I went into something else. So suddenly I remembered my Guruji who's not on this earthly plane. I've told you many times, all right? So must read his book, as I always say, must read. You know, autobiography of a yogi, must read. Everyone's read it. So you must read. It's one of the must read ones. Like you have those list of 50 books that everybody must read before they die, right? This should be your number one book. I mean it. You learn more in just this book than you learn in all the other books put together. All right, so just I guarantee you that, my collective. All right, so I opened this again, as I said, and many people just like me who have read this book will tell you that, you know, every time you open it, you learn something new. You have a question, you come back to it. And I've told you many a times, I've literally asked my Guruji, like, if there's a question I have, like, I generally don't disturb him much. But on certain times, it's like, once in a blue moon, I always come back to him and I was like, I have a question I need you to answer. And he literally answers me through the book very, very clearly. It's not even like, oh, you go find this, go find that. It's like really on point. So you try reading this book and your life will change. Right? So there was something I was like, okay, fine. And okay, I would like to read this. Where should I go? I was taken to chapter 35. That's where I clicked. Chapter 35. And the chapter's name is the Christ-like life of Lahiri Mahasaya. I was like, Christ again? I'm not... It is literally Jesus's season, you know. It's his birthday. The boys, it's his boy's birthday. So there's no escaping him. It's his time, you know. So this was just now. So I was taken to this, and Lahiri Mahasaya is my Guruji's Guruji. All right. So it's like I'm asking him a question, and he's answering that question via asking questions to his Guruji. So how sweet and how poetic is that, no? There's something about, so they also like quoted, can you believe it? I don't think in the entire book he has really quoted the Bible those many times, but he quoted Matthew 3:15, which is chapter 3, verse 15, okay? And it says, allow it now, for this is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness. The verse 15 says, allow it now, for this is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness. I think this is where this is a verse, or the chapter rather, where Jesus was baptized, and he was baptized by John, who was John the Baptist. So he was baptized by John. Hang on for a second. There's a lot of J's, including Jesus's J. Hang on, let me just open this chapter. Arey nahi bhai. Stop distracting. So this is Matthew, right? Hang on. 43. Okay. Hello. Matthew. Hang on, collective. Matthew. Got it. Matthew 3, verse 15. John the Baptist, right? So I think so Jesus requests John the Baptist to so he's called John the Baptist, okay. Requested John to baptize him. But 144 on the 44 one, so 144 in reverse. So John says that no, actually you should, because he knew that Jesus is way more ascended. Jesus is an ascended master, right? So he was like, no, you should be baptizing me. I cannot baptize you. I'm no one to baptize you. That's what John's answer was, that I can't baptize you, Jesus. You're like the ascended master. So he says, no, we must. So this is Jesus's word. These are where he says, allow it now for this, for, let me just, I wrote that very, very quickly. Hang on for a second. So Jesus said to him in reply, allow it now, for thus it is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness. All right. So basically he's telling John that it is time. This is fated event. This is supposed to happen. I understand how you feel about it, that you don't think you're worthy, you don't think you're ascended, you don't think you're ready. I'm talking to you now, collective. All right. There might be things in your life that you might be feeling, oh my God, if this ascension is going to give to me, how am I going to do this? Am I ready? You might say, I'm ready, but then like in the heart of heart, we're like, oh my God, if this were to happen, am I ready? This is what Jesus is telling John the Baptist, that you are ready. Allow it now. So basically he's saying, surrender. It is time. This is a fated event. John, you're supposed to baptize me. This is it. You are going to now baptize me. And then soon after Jesus is baptized by John, I think God announced that this is my son. I think it was heard or something. It's like, so then Jesus came, hang on for a second. I think that's the story. Hang on for a second. After Jesus was baptized, he came up from the water. And behold, the heavens were opened for him. And he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove. I told you, right? These birds, bugs, these little beings, right? With, wings, with feathers. They are like angelic. They are manifestations of angel. 4:44 on the clock. Oh my gosh. And he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and coming upon him. And a voice came from the heavens crying, saying, this is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Again, after Jesus was baptized, he came up from the water, right? That's how you're baptized. You use water for baptism, right? So he came up from the water, and heavens were opened for him, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and coming upon him. And a voice came from the heavens saying, this is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. So divine is saying, "Bete, time ho gaya abhi. Abhi now you're ready or not? This is happening. Here I come." All right. So it's whatever you're doing. If you think, oh, I'm doing this, I don't know how am I going to do. Am I good at it? Am this? Is that? Am I ready for this? It's happening. It's a fated event. It's happening. You're gonna ace it. All right. There's no, like John was thinking, oh my God, am I good enough? Am I even ascended enough? How can I baptize Jesus? Bro, John, my collective, it's time. It is time. And God is saying that he's pleased with you. Mind you, he just doesn't say, this is my beloved Son, with whom. He literally says, I am well pleased. I'm well pleased. Divine is literally saying, I love you. That I is very, very happy with what you're doing, how you're, going through your journey, how you're living your life, how you're dealing with, oh yes. I'll tell you, these two are, there are two downloads that I have to cover now, very quickly. I'm like totally amped now. All right, so just you're ready, okay? This 444 energy is right here. Ready or not, like I just said. It's happening. But you think you're ready or not? Yeah, you've been trained. You've been trained for ages. Okay, you're ready. That is happening. All right, what else? Okay, so what this was given to me today, this is recent. This is literal today. Recent as in like literally fresh out of the oven. I was given Beatitudes. Again, I did not know this word. There's not new information that was given to me, and suddenly you realize, damn, I don't know anything. What? Is there anything I know? I didn't know Thistle. I did not know about, like literally rage baiting. I hadn't heard of rage baiting, but when I saw, like, it's a fancy term for gaslighting only. Getting my point? Okay, but anyways, rage baiting. So it is a new term that you could use now in your conversations, all right? Rage baiting. Oh, same thing. Same karmics, same low vibrational stuff, just a fancier term. All right. Anyway, so that being gone, okay, Beatitudes. Now it's spelled as Beatitudes, I think. So it says, and this word, and it's a very unique term. Tell me in the comment section how many of you had heard of this before today, before now. Beatitudes. I hadn't. And in just one day, how many times I was given this? 3 times. And 3 different. I was like, where is this even flying in from? That's how downloads happen. So I'm used to this, but it just puts me in a different kind of energy altogether. All right. It's just literally when it comes and like divine is almost, is this a lot of back and forth? It just is very fun. All right. So Beatitudes means, what does it mean now? It means supreme blessedness. Not just being blessed, not feeling the bliss. No, it is supreme blessedness. Supreme. All right. This is it. There's no other level after this. That's where we're at. This is what divine is promising. And it's not, again, I would repeat this. It is not in a future energy. I'm not saying, oh, this would happen to you, collective. I'm not saying if you do this, this would happen then. No, I'm saying this is now. This is your now moment. Whenever you're getting this reading, this is a timeless reading. All my readings are timeless. All right. I'm recording this on the 16th and it's like 10:16 in the night. But wherever you're getting this is your time. This is your Beatitudes energy, all right? Supreme blessedness. Whereas divine is saying, I'm giving it to you now. I'm showering with you now, in the now. All right? So it is, okay, this is what else? I put in 2 remarks with it. Hang on. Okay. So there you go. The Beatitudes, those are not important. Those are my remarks for myself, I think. So that is your time is now. You're being blessed. All right. It was 144 when I said that. Of course, chosen ones. Why do I keep saying 144? Because we are 144,000 brothers and sisters. All right. So when that number crops up, it's always like divine telling us, I'm here. And I'm here. I see you. I'm protecting you. I love you. And you're being guided. Just like that star guided you. That was the question. On that day, not all days are the same, right? On that certain day, I was like feeling that. What else am I supposed to do with this? Is this all that I'm supposed to do? Is something else? You get those questions in your mind. Now, what am I? Is there anything else that I need to do on the spiritual journey? Am I doing enough? Am I doing well? That is when divine told me that you will be given. That star energy was given to me. That entire star download, the entire story of Magi being navigated to Jesus was given to me. That this is how you will be navigated. You don't have to worry. You will be given directions. This is my, again, answer to you also corrected. There are days I'm sure you all feel that, are you doing enough? Is this enough? Is this good enough? Getting your point? Is this on certain days you need to know that, is this something else? What else should I do? Which way should I go? Should I be doing this more, doing this less? You're getting my point. All those questions, right? And so divine is like, we'll be directing you just like we directed you up till this point. Everything that was directed, don't worry, you will be given instructions. You will be told everything, if at all anything else needs to be done. Now I'll give you another example. I was coming with this reading yesterday. I was like fully ready. When I left my office in the evening, I knew that I had to go home and I have to do a reading today. I knew this. And then divine in the middle was like, no, not today. We are not doing it today. Like, okay. So it's like everything is directed. It's not like I decide, we are not doing the reading or we are doing the reading. It's literally divine deciding whether we have to do this. Is there a message that needs to be given in that moment, or should we just wait on it? Maybe something was supposed to happen yesterday, or it had to be like 15 things, 5, is it? 2 on the clock, right? So there is divine synchronicity, all right? So it is like something was probably supposed to happen in between yesterday and today. Had to happen for you to get this message today at this moment, so that you have it. Like, getting a point. Everything is like divinely navigated, divinely orchestrated. So you don't have to worry about anything. Just like I did, but I know these questions are like really valid. I know myself. I know how far I've come. I know what my journey has been like. I can speak to divine at will. That's one of my superpowers. I can speak to divine at will. I can ask questions. I can get answers. I get the latars also. I get love also. All right. So, but just so you know that even someone like me who has a divine channel can also feel like, am I doing enough? Should I do more? You're getting a point. But then divine is reassuring you via me, just like he assured me. I'm assuring you that you're in the good. Don't worry about it. We're doing really well. Okay? And you will be given next steps. So whatever you're doing up till now is what you're expected to do up till now. You will be given next steps. And most likely this will be a new challenge, a new, let's say, metaphorically, a new monster to kill. All right? Something like that. Some assignment would be, new mission, new assignment would be given to you. That's what my hunch is. All right? Okay. So Beatitudes, I had to tell you, supreme blessedness, bask in the glory of supreme blessedness, my collective. Just enjoy the moment. Don't, like, just be in the moment also. Again, I also get corrected by divine that sometimes I think so much about the future. Divine corrects me that, you're not enjoying the moment enough that I'm giving you right now. Enjoy this. Have fun with it. Just soak in that blessedness that you're getting. Soak in all that love and light you're being showered with, right? Okay, what else? And I had to tell you something about... Yeah, so, I don't know how relevant it is to... Okay, there's another one I have to do. Yeah. Okay, but then I'm going to tell you, this is an emerald bracelet. I saw a vision. And I saw, a wrist. It was almost just like this much of the hand and basically the wrist. I didn't think I saw the fingers, just this bit of the hand, let's say this much. And there was like an emerald bracelet that person was wearing, like a gold bracelet with an emerald in it. All right, I don't know what the relevance of it is. Neither did I ask for a clarification, but neither was I was given this by the divine. I was just shown that in a vision. An arm wearing a gold bracelet, very brassy gold, all right, that typical yellow gold. I love that yellow gold, like really yellow gold. Not that I'm not a fan of the white gold at all. I'm that gold person, like typical, give me the gold. All right, so very yellow gold that goes so beautifully with green. Yeah, oh, it's very beautiful bracelet. 222 on the clock. 2222 actually. And I don't know what the relevance of it is, but if you have someone around you in your energy, I would like you to be aware of them, conscious of their presence. I don't know whether they are here to play a good role or a bad role. Just be aware of their presence. Was all I'm saying. I'm not alarming you or anything. Neither I want you to just brush it off. This was shown. It was a very clear vision. That person had a lot of other... I think I have one or two other bracelets also. One I also wearing today, just like today. I'm wearing multiple bracelets, right? I also like wearing multiple ones. This person had like a chain bracelet. I remember. Wow, jewelry to bhul nahi sakte bhai. Itna clear vision yaad hai, right? So there was and we went that very day. Not that day. Obviously, I saw this at whatever time, I don't remember the timeline, but I think literally the next day, me and my husband, we were out shopping and I saw that bracelet, not in someone's wrist, but I saw it at a shop, a jewelry shop, and there was like literal gold, again that same yellow gold as I'm talking about, not whitish gold, no, the yellow gold, it had an emerald in it, and I was like, damn. This is it. And that reminded me, oh yeah, I saw this vision also. No? Like, again, I don't know what is the relevance of it. Just be aware if you see anyone in your vicinity wearing it, you just know that it's not a coincidence. If you notice it yourself, I'm not asking you to just go around and then let's start looking at notice everyone's jewelry or whatever. Take a note, whatever. But just so you know that there is a relevance. That's all I'm saying. Right? Okay. Alright, what else? And it was it was in power of God. Okay. Praise. And then Divine gave me, you are adored by us. I'm like, ditto. Yeah, literally, this literally was given where you are adored by us. This is how they like, it's not like I love you. No, Divine is not like I love you. It's like you are adored by us. So you must have done something very cute. I keep getting these downloads when Divine says, okay, I loved what you did. You shocked me by this. Divine, there are things like as a parent, they also think, "Arey, maine socha hi tha my bacha will do this, but you did this." And there are certain days they think, oh no, I did. I expected you to do better. I get those also, right? There is not like, there's no one way. It's not just love and love only. Get a latar, like I just said, like, get a latar also. So, but this is like, they were like, you must have done something collective that they liked so much. So they were like, so and if this is coming to you now, whenever it is, and this is like literally in the last 48 hours, I'm sure something that you did, that Divine is saying you are adored by us. Adored. So that's cute. Just so you know, just go and say your thank you to God. Go and say I love you too, God. Right? Do those gratitude affirmations. All right, do those as well. Just not just about yourself. Just say like, Divine, I'm thankful and grateful. Whatever. I love you too. Just simple I love you too would work wonders. All right, and what else? Protection, and we did this, right? Oh yeah, there's something about, okay, the dieback. I've already crossed the 1 hour mark, but there's something about dieback that I wanted to cover. I do not know. This is a long download. I'm going to come back to you with this dieback thing, like, and the next read. Yeah, quite honestly, I'm going to do this because it's a long download. I'm going to do that. What else? Is there a shorter one, Divine, that I can pick right now? Oh yeah, the death energy. Oh, this is the one that I was saying, oh, I have to give you 2, and I gave one of those. A death energy. So there is some, okay, nothing to be like worried about. If you're my collective, and if you're here 1 hour later, and if you have seen any of my earlier messages, my collective, I expect you to be, all right, and not be, डर लगता है. अगर डर लगता है तो नहीं होना चाहिए तुमको इधर को. अभी मैं डिस्क्लेमर दे रही हूँ, माफ़ करो मुझे, और यहाँ से जाओ बाबा. डर लगता है तो डर नहीं लगता है. अगर हम यहाँ इधर I fight with 2,000 people on a daily basis, spiritually and in the 3D. Why are you being afraid? If you're so afraid, then you chosen one's energy, and our journey is not for you, bro. You should just take an exit. I'll see you through the door. Go away right now. Do us all a favor. All right, anybody who comes in the comment section and says डर लगता है, do not, please just go watch your cartoons. Okay, anyways, so death energy. So there is something about death that was given to me. Death, consciousness. There's such nice downloads also, but then okay, let's cover this one first. There's something about death and consciousness. Now these came in separately, but I know for a fact that they're given to me. They're like coupled. All right, the death energy is a certain kind of death, and I'm not saying someone is trying to like you, okay, fill in the blanks. I'm not saying that, but yeah, that could be one of the energies. Like death could be like in different aspects, different ways it could be attributed in, right? Okay, let's say for instance like death of passion, death of your ambition, death of your beauty, death of your wisdom. All right, you're getting a point, like death of your higher thinking, death of your whatever, all these spiritual journey. I don't want to say those words, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to give you tracks here, my collective. Take these tracks, all right? You're getting the gist, right? You're getting the drift. All right, so there's something who's been literally trying. Sorry, it's quite funny for me now. I'm going to bonk about it, just if I'd allow me, please. And I'm sorry in advance if I sound too braggy, but hey, we are at least people that okay, let me just talk about myself, right? Too far ahead in my journey to be bogged down by this death energy, kind of being shoved into my face. That energy that has been sent, right? People send energy in various ways. Fill in the blanks. All right, there's a lot of people who are doing this. ये सब जो those ill intentions, malicious intent, ill intent, evil eye, blah 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 blah, all of that. कि ये ना हो, इसका वो ना हो. It's your financial bit. That is, people are pocket watching. People have been pocket watching me for like, for years now. But I'm just saying, people are pocket watching. Like, how is this person ascending? We're doing this. Jitni baar hum karte hain something, she goes up. In my instance, I know, I'm just telling you from my experience. Okay, collective, I can't hear what your opposition is saying right now, but it's very, very, very close to what I'm getting here. All right, death of that consciousness, that higher consciousness that you're connected to, the source you're connected to, in very simple terms, very elementary terms, the divine that you're connected to, the spirit team that you're connected to, that gives you these downloads, that gives you this light. It's like there's a bulb inside you, right? That you're glowing from the inside out. That is divine light. There is a divine inside you. This, the energy, the passion, the wisdom, the journey. You know, these people could also be jealous of your journey, that they might just be, they have such narrow point of view. They don't even see the obstacles and obstructions, the challenges we have to overcome on a daily basis to be where we are right now. They have no idea how long your journey has been. They have no idea. They think it's just all just eyeliner, lipstick. You know what I mean? You're getting what I'm saying, right? So it's almost like that. This is like they're sending a lot of death energy at you. All right, coming back to the point. A lot of death energy. But you are a master alchemist. Just like me. This is what I do. They send me this and I just consciously, even unconsciously at times, I just mold it into something else, something beautiful. And I get better, and they just get even more furious, and then they send me more, and then I make it even bigger, and then they send me more. It's like a loop that they're not able to get out of. It's like a karmic loop in their head. They don't understand. They're not able to break it down. Even if I were to tell them in their face that, dude, okay, let me tell you, you did this, and then that equaled this. So think it's not working. Okay, you thought, okay, baby, ek baar to kaam nahi hua. Let me just do it again. You did something else, even more bigger, more powerful, more malicious, more negative, more evil. It became even bigger for me. Something nice, even bigger positive change. Then something else. So they're not getting it. They keep making it bigger and bigger, and I just keep making it like prettier and prettier and prettier and prettier. They don't get it. They're not getting it. So they're not able to do the math. This is the basic lower level consciousness that I keep saying that, I know it's just, it literally is. And then there are those days they think that we should just take their advice more seriously, take their remarks more seriously. How? You can't do basic math, bro. Then how am I supposed to take you more seriously? You can't do basic math. Literally, you should be able to break it down. Think on that GOT table that you have. Now the entire gang, put your, fractional cells, brain cells together and see what is happening, bro. We did this. Do the math. Put facts in front of you and see what is happening. You did this. What was the answer? What was the response? What was the outcome, rather? What was the outcome? Okay, then you did something even bigger. Then the outcome was even more positive. Then you did something even more malicious. And then the outcome was... Think! What is happening here? Why is it happening? Think about it. Who is being able to do that? Why they've been able to do that? Do you think, okay, I'm not going to say more, but it's just that. So basic download is, I don't want to insult them more. Yeah, because that's how that they're worth even just these many words. I'm not going to say anymore, but really, I do feel that they're not able to put 1 + 1 = 2. It really is that elementary. Confirmation. It is elementary. Think, if I were to यार तुम अगर कुछ डाल रहे हो तो क्या आउटकम क्या निकल रहा है तुम्हारे, देखो तो क्या, what is happening, उल्टा क्यों हो रहा है तुम्हारा. So that means you need to correct it, right? If someone with a seen brain with one whole gray cell would be able to understand, but they don't able to understand it. So it's something like, so they let them, I'm just saying, they keep sending you death energy, you keep alchemizing it, let them do it. But it's been, what the download is that it's been sent towards you is what the download is. But yeah, it's fun that way. But yeah, it's coming. And the basic area which they're targeting is, of course, they are like, they feel on the surface, they feel they're triggered by wealth. I put it that way. And wealth, again, I don't have to repeat myself, collective wealth could be different. But this time it's more pentacles. It's pentacles. Pentacles is what they see. They see your wealth growing every day. And they're like, I'm sorry, like, what is happening? All right, but they keep doing the same, they keep making the same mistake. It's like, अच्छा, cricket analogy में समझाती हूँ. Sorry, तुम्हारा spinner पिट रहा है. पिटी जा रहा, 10 की रन रेट हो गई. एक स्पिनर ने एक ओवर करा, 6 बॉलों में उसने पता नहीं 6 छक्के लगवा दिए. चलो तुम्हारे इतने सारे रन बनवा दिए. द कैप्टन इज सपोज टू अंडरस्टैंड हो गया, स्पिनर पिट रहा है मेरा, तो फास्ट बॉलर लगाएगा ना यार, या मीडियम पे से लगाएगा, कुछ तो करेगा डिफरेंट. नहीं, वो स्पिन फ्रॉम देयर पर्सपेक्टिव स्पिनर ही लगाए, एक और स्पिनर भेजो, एक और, दूसरा पिटता, तीसरा पिटता, चौथा पिटता. इट्स लाइक आई एम गिविंग एन एनालॉजी. ऑलराइट, so it is literally that. They're like, you'd feel at the end of the day, bhai, isko kyun samajh nahi aa raha hai, captain hai kya ye? So it's like they're not able to get it. It's quite funny now. We're getting a point, you are at a level in the journey. I feel that, oh my God, after all this while, something that could just, obviously, all that death energy would bother me, like, I would say, like, 2 years, 5 years back. But now I'm at a level I can just, like, I can literally do that. And do that on a daily basis. I just turn it away, 111 on the clock. Like, turn it away, like, and at times I shock myself, I surprise myself. I'm like, was it that easy? Was it so weak, or have I gotten that strong? What is it? It's either of the two. So I understand that I'm stronger because they are sending something even stronger every time, but it's just becoming easier for me because, again, they're giving me net practice. And it's all of that practice is what is making me perfect. So you are me, collective. I am you. Alright, so just understand, again, at the cost of repeating myself, the download is that you have been sent. These people are doing the death energy towards us on the surface level. It's pentacles, it's your wealth, but actually from the inside, what they don't know, subconsciously, unconsciously, they are being triggered by a connection to the divine consciousness. They are triggered. They don't understand it, why they're being triggered. When they look at you, it's like शक्ल देखते गुस्सा चढ़ जाता है. वो वाली बात होती है ना, वो क्यों हो रही है? Because they can feel that divine connection. They can see it in you, that you are connected. There's a hotline. It's like you are like the boss's favorite. Your bosses, and bosses who? Divine, the protector, the creator, the all and end all of this creation of this universe. It's like you're like their favorite. Alright, so they see that connection. Okay, I'm giving you this analogy so you can connect like how it is, right? In a real life sense, in 3D sense, right? Imagine you're like the only one you can talk to. Everybody can talk to, but like you're the one that they talk to quite often. They talk themselves, like it's almost like. So they are triggered by that, your connection to divine consciousness. But they think they're triggered by your money. That's what they think. But yes, it's so low vibration, maybe they will not be able to perceive it from that higher level. But it is the consciousness that you're connected to. The soul star chakra. That you're connected, you're unconsciously connected to your purpose. Whether you know it or you're not, you're in your purpose right now. You're in your purpose. They are not, they're just living their life. And they don't understand why is it so frivolous? Why does nothing make them happy, if you know what I mean? No amount of money, no amount of attention. Why do they seek so much attention? Because they're looking for something that resonates with their spirit, but they don't know that they're looking for something. So they look for that attention. If they're in opposite sex, they look for their attention in seniors, they look for the attention in their surroundings, but they look for that attention in their co-workers, they look for that attention in their parents, they look for that attention everywhere. They think that is what will connect them, right? But they're looking for something else. They don't know what they're looking for. That's why if you have gotten the hold of your purpose, you not want anyone else's validation. In fact, no one else would really matter as much. It doesn't matter, their opinions don't matter, other people won't matter as much, is what I'm saying. All right, is what I'm saying, because you're already connected to the divine consciousness. You know what the answer is. Why would you want to go to someone for anything? If at all people will come to you for advice, you wouldn't really want to ask anyone, because you already have the answer. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you are so smart or something, smarty pants. You're not smarty pants, right? It's just, I'm saying that you're connected to the divine consciousness. Like I said, why divine? I'm giving an example. Just I gave you these examples right earlier. That why did you say clean as a thistle? You could have just said thistle. Why did you say clean as a thistle? Then I was given that clean as in pure as a thistle, as in Virgin Mother Mary. That's how divine sees his children, his chosen ones. All right, this is how, when you have, so I have a question, I go to divine. Tell me what? And divine's like, here you go. That's the answer. All right, something like this. So this is the connection. This is the consciousness that you're connected to that is driving them crazy. And it's almost like it's literally you walk past and it's like, and they don't understand it. For them, it's like, again, like I said, this energy, this is literal energy. I hear things like, okay, just let's not manifest them, but I'm just telling you, it's the light inside you that triggers them. And since they're low vibrational beings that are affected by lower vibrational entities, you are affected by divine spirit. You have angels around you. They are guiding you, protecting you. You're affected by those angelic beings. They are affected by those low vibrational, entities, is what I'm saying. So those entities, when they see the divine inside you, they're like almost like cat and a dog, samp and a nevla kind of energy impact. Complete opposite, complete repulsion. And literally, it happens with me also. There are times I see the person, I know the entity, my divine inside me I can feel it, feel the energy. Now we're at a level where I can feel the energy. I don't have to even see the person. I don't have to look at the person, but I can just feel how what impacts them, what drives them, what navigates them through just the energy that I feel. I don't even have to do it consciously. So there are times you can they can feel the same energy from their low vibrational entity as well, right? They see the divine inside you and it's like, we don't agree. We just don't like this person. She could be, okay. What is she doing? Sitting all by herself. She's saying so much. She thinks she's too good. It's like that kind of, you getting my point? Quiet, why? If you're talking, why you're talking? If you're quiet, why you're quiet? That kind of, getting that samp nevla again, that kotabili energy, again, repulsed by the divine. So if you feel the same, you can read the energy. That entity over them, the low vibration entity over them, can also read your energy. They may not know that they're reading energy, but they can feel that energy towards you, the anger towards you, right? You'll feel people are just unnecessarily angry. That energy, right? That energy, right? Why? Because the divine inside you is repulsing that demon inside them, almost. I'll call it as it is. Demons inside them, over them, that navigates them, right? It tells them that you should do low vibrational stuff, you should do whatever, drinking, whatever substances, whatever lying, whatever bootlicking, whatever they do. Whatever entity tells them this is what you need to do to survive. If you want to thrive, if you want to do well, you need to do these. That is the entity telling them that you need to do these things. And when they see the divine inside you, walking in that divine energy, you're like feeling like, why is she so entitled? That is the entitlement. Nobody has said these things in my face, my collective, but I can hear their thoughts. right? It's like walking like a queen. They're like, yeah, because the divine inside me literally is the creator of the universe, bro. Of course, I walk like a queen. Of course, I do. I understand. I understand how you feel. I do. All right. So just understand that the problem is the divine consciousness, your connection with the divine consciousness, and they don't know it, but it is the consciousness. They are the divine, the God inside you that is bugging them. All right. So just be aware of this. They're sending you a lot of death energy. Just be aware. That's all I'm saying. All right. Then there was something about superabundance, bro. And oh yeah, the term was superabundance. Again, this is I say super duper, but I did not know as other people also used it. Like as in they called something superabundance. All right, we had that. What was that earlier? Beatitudes, right? Which meant supreme. Yeah, this is the word people use, right? It's like a more proper term, right? Supreme blessedness is Beatitudes. Now this was superabundance. All right. Not supreme abundance, like superabundance. It says, and God was saying, here's God's plenty. Here's God's plenty. And then another term that was given to me was sumptuous. Sumptuous. What does sumptuous mean? Something that is like, I know what it is, but in feels 10:46, bro. You know, my husband was telling me today, try to make it a half an hour reading. I was like, yeah, sure, bro. You said it. Okay, sumptuous means very rich, elaborate, or luxurious in a way that appears expensive. I'm just, wow. It's like, again, see, I'm telling you, super abundance, supreme blessedness. These are the downloads. Beatitudes. What are yours? Beatitudes. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, but hello. So superabundance. Here's God's plenty. So divine's like rewarding you. It's almost like reward. Like we just ascended. I mean, we keep getting these rewards every now and then. It's not like, okay, ascension pura hoga, tabhi milega. But whenever divine things, they're like very generous. Before, one that I skipped between death, consciousness, and superabundance, there was a download I skipped. The download is divine generosity. And of course, it is connected to this. Divine generosity. So they're like being very generous with you. They're like saying, here's God's plenty. And saying sumptuous, like very rich, elaborate, or luxurious in a way that appears expensive. So like very rich, elaborate. So like you're probably in that energy now, right? You're in that sumptuous, abundant, prosperous, ascending energy. And nobody sees the hard work that we have to do to get there. Is what I'm saying. People just see that. Again, like I said, like it's a manner of speaking. Like I said, people only see the eyeliner and the lipstick. They see, sorted. Kuch nahi. You don't understand. Like, there's a very there's a metaphor, right? I don't know if I got correct or not. It's something like, for me to be able to do this, there's something like, for me to be able to do this 30-minute job in 30 seconds, I learned this job for about 30 years, something like this. There's a metaphor, I'm sure. Something that somebody said, like, if I've been able to do a 30-minute job in 30 seconds, I've been able to do that because I practiced it for like 30 odd years, something like that. Okay, now. Okay, 1, 2, 3 on the clock. I should just now wrap this up, but again, summing it up. So it could be like you're at a point where it seems like life is flowing, life is easy. Of course, it is getting easier. We're getting rewarded every time. This has been a very long journey, and it'll keep on going until our last breath. All right, there's no end to it. There's no destination that this is it and now it's over. There's nothing like that. We have to keep walking. We have to keep running. We have to climb. We have to jump. All right, we have to do everything that has been asked by the divine. All right, there's a lot that goes on on a daily basis. There's so many challenges that we take over. All right, we push through them and everything. All right, and we learn through them. There's a lot of hard work, is what I'm saying, in the background that we do that is not otherwise apparent. in the 3D. You don't see it in the 3D. Right? It's not like wo kya kar liya. It's like kya hi kara. So it just looks on the surface, for especially the other low vibrational beings, it just seems like everything is very easy, relaxed. It just doesn't take much. That is the energy that you are giving off. That's the vibe you're giving off. Everything is like, I got this. That kind of energy, but not in a hustle way. Right? You got this in a calm way. Got this in a very regal way. Is what I'm saying. Right? Okay, there's many more downloads. Like I said, there's a lot here, but we'll cover it next time. In fact, I will cover the dieback energy. Okay, something about this very elaborate download on dieback, and I want to do it like well. I don't want to like rush through it. It was very nice. It was like a revelation what was given to me, and on that day I wanted to like literally come the very day and give it to you. And but then I was like told to just wait for a little bit for it to be divine timing. All right, so I'm going to give that the next time. I'm going to talk about it the next time. All right, so it is 1 hour 25 minutes. Should we do, let's just do I just love them so much. See the snake pehle sabse upar. What about the snakes? Oh, snake in the grass. So okay, this is a download which I obviously did not get on paper here, but I keep getting these throughout the day, right? And this is like a little while ago. Divine was like, I gave you this lesson so that you understand there are more snakes in the grass. It's like there was something that was like, why? So you ask these questions, right, Divine? Why was this? Why would this? What is the lesson here? It's like this. Well, I want you to understand there are more snakes in the grass. So collective, you might be, if you are like just before you hit that beautiful mark, are you already hitting it now, is what I'm saying. But just so you know, again, I did this, I think 2 reads back or a read back, I don't know, a little while back, right? I told you like whatever is going, let it go. So whatever is being exposed right now, you just take that as like literally divine doesn't want that thing or a person or a piece of whatever life that is to be in your life. You understand that, and you understand it, you put it on a piece of paper and just throw it away. You understand that energy cannot be aligned. They're not aligned with you. And even if they're trying to, any friend, any past energy, any relative, anything that has been exposed right now, even if they're trying their level best or whatever they might do, just so you know that you were shown those like the metaphor is snake in the grass. You were shown that snake in the grass. You probably took them as a friend, you considered them friend, or you consider whatever. But I don't know, but snake in the grass. You maybe okay, let me put it this way. It's friend as in you considered them an ally. Right? You know what I mean? You would think that this person would mean you well, but no, you were shown that, right? So don't go back on this. In fact, I learned this lesson the hard way. I won't tell you the incident, but there was something. Oh, there was a card. That was an incident. Literally, when I opened the box, the card said incident, and the one on top was incident. Okay, wait. So, okay, I have to tell you this now. 1 hour, 28 minutes. Okay, we're going to go past the 1:30 mark. I'm going to try it very quickly. All right, so this energy, all right, you understand? So I was shown the snake in the grass. Let me cut it very short. But then for a second, I thought, maybe it was, you doubt yourself at times. And that's how you grow. You have to question yourself also, not just the world. Not just the world. Not question just the world, yourself, your own perceptions. That's how you grow. Alright? Put yourself on the same spot where you put the others. That's how I do. So I did just that. I was like, was I just overanalyzing it? Did I trust? Maybe I overanalyzed. I thought, and I retracted for a second. I was like, maybe it was me overanalyzing it. the snake in the grass was the snake in the grass. And it just took less than like few hours for divine to give me an eye. There you go. I told you. And there was like an entire fun half an hour, or maybe not half an hour, 20 minutes of, that when you know your intuition, when the, intuition is what is divine inside you telling you, and this is right, and that is right. Why did you doubt it? I was like, yeah, why did I doubt it? But then again, so that's, again, that snake in the grass, that snake is that snake in the grass. If you're shown, collective, you might, out of the goodness of your heart, you might think, oh, maybe. No, you were right the first time around. You're connected. Remember, you're connected to divine consciousness. The low vibrational beings would try to disconnect you from that divine consciousness. That is what is irritating them, irritating the demons, right? Your light, divine light. They want you to disconnect it from that power. How will they do that? If they just show you that no, that's like, I'm not. You were wrong that time. Your intuition was wrong. Getting a point. You're getting the gist, right? So when you get shown something, the snake came in trust. Now I'm telling you, hand to God, this was like snake in the grass. Snake in the grass. This was given to me. Know that if you're shown the snake in the grasses, like someone, what is a snake? Green snake in green grass when you don't see. It's a snake, but you don't see them. They're concealed. They're veiled. Right? So something, if you're shown that veiled snake, you're shown it. Trust it is what my download is for you. Trust it. Trust when you're shown the snake in the grass. All right, I was shown that snake, and I'm telling you from my own lesson. This was just recent, right? This wasn't very long ago. I was shown, but then I doubted that maybe I overanalyzed it. And then I was like, proved. That time I was proved wrong, that no, I'd never overanalyzed it. I was absolutely correct the first time around. You know what I mean? And so just know, and there are other hunches also. There are a lot of other snake in the grass that download basically is that you'll also see more. It's not just one or two. You'll see more. If you just allow it to happen, just allow it to happen, just let it be. And you'll see more. This is the season when all the snakes are getting exposed. I promise you that. And let's see what else comes up. Learning. Did you just not learn this? Learning. I'm telling you, I just learned it. Ever not to doubt my intuition. I'm right always. And what is that? I is the divine consciousness, my connection with the divine. It's not, me, in my ego. I'm not talking about my ego here. I'm talking about the intuition. I'm talking about the divine prompt I get when I know it. I knew it. I could read the energy, but I doubted myself. That is the divine consciousness that I doubted. My connection with the divine, I doubted. Why did I doubt that? I was like, stupid of me, right? Anyways, you live, you learn. Right? What else? Let's see what else comes up. Business. Okay, what about it? What else comes up? Random people. Mercury retrograde. Random people. Mercury retrograde. होने क्या ये? या भी होना है? I don't know. Oh, Mercury retrograde can be very painful for some people. At times it is very painful. You just can't get one thing right. The communication is very... oh my God. So it is done. My thought is now like literally divine is like, okay, we are done for the day. Third eye. Trust what you're shown. Trust when you're shown the snake in the grass. Learn your lessons. All right? Okie dokes. All right, my collector. It is 1 hour 33. Oh, 133, the divine Christ energy. All right, 133 on the clock. And with that, I'll take your leave. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I would love to, read your comments. All right. And I'm going to meet you very, very soon. Until that, goodbye. Bye.